Hi everyone, it's Jonas, Kiwi Scrapper from New Zealand. I'm just here to share, well, this is kind of like a bits and pieces video this morning. I noticed that YouTube has been up to its tricks again and changing things around, and last night just before I went to bed, and I got home from work at 1:45 after a very stressful duty, and I was going to relax for a quarter of an hour in bed looking at things on YouTube, and went to do that, and I couldn't access anything, and I thought, oh okay, well hopefully it'll be okay in the morning, but it wasn't. It was the same. It's taken me an hour to find how to access my inbox, and hopefully I'll remember it because I don't know why they do all these changes. It took me half an hour to figure out how to find my new videos that people I'm subscribed to had put up, and then I wasn't able to comment, but I've finally been able to comment on some things. So it's all very unsettling, and yeah, there's some other stuff going on YouTube at the moment, which I'm not going to go into, but it's quite dispiriting when people just, turn on you for no reason at all, or just start to ignore you for no reason at all. And that's what's been happening. So that's pretty demoralising. And I have a stressful job. I do psychiatric nursing, and that is very stressful. So really, crafting and stuff is supposed to be relaxing for me, but it's proving not to be quite so relaxing as I thought it was going to be. So this I found at an op shop. Isn't that lovely? It was painted all over gold, and yeah, that's the gold there. So it's a shell, yeah, but it's nice, I thought. I haven't seen one of these before, so a couple of days ago I just started to paint it up with gesso, and I'm looking forward to altering that. It'd be interesting. Anyway, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you another swap I'm doing, and this is with a lovely lady called Christine, and Christine is her channel, I'll write it in the description box below, and she also goes under Precious Pink or Precious Pink. I'm sorry, Christine. I've just totally forgotten that. It will be written in the description box below. At the moment, Christine doesn't do videos, I don't think. She lives in America, and we've become quite, close friends recently. Well, probably over the last, I guess, over the last few months, maybe. And we chat quite frequently and stuff. And we decided that we'd do a little swap, just a small swap. And it's pin sticks and flowers. So I'm going to just pop the flowers in. They are parcelled up, not pin sticks, stick pins. Where do they get pin sticks from? I don't know. I'm very tired. Okay, so yeah, these are the flowers I made, and I was so pleased that the flowers I put for my other swap a couple of days ago on the video, people like them, because I don't do flowers. I don't have a lot of time in my craft room. I've been on annual leave recently, so I've had more time, but I'm off annual leave now. I'm back at work. So yeah, time is short again. So I don't have a lot of experience with flowers, but this is one of them that I've made for Christine. It's actually, it's not coming up the proper colour on the monitor. It's actually a lovely peach colour, and it's a vintage lace fabric that I managed to get hold of. I was very pleased to get hold of it, and I've put a circle of white lace fabric just in the middle there, and I've put a Wild Orchid Craft cream open rose. I think it's a Tuscany rose, that one. So and I've just made up a little card for all of these things to go on. And as I said in the other video, they actually, it's a dog biscuit box. One of the particular boxes that I use. The inside of the box is this lovely, sorry for that glare, is this lovely beautiful mottled sort of antique looking stuff. The outside, of course, is, you know, got all the dog biscuits all over them, so I've had to cover that. But I really liked the inside of that box, and it's a nice strong, without being thick or heavy, it's a nice strong strong cardboard. So there's my next two. Christine said she wasn't going to watch this because she wanted it to be a surprise when she received it, and that's great. I'll probably do the same with hers, but I just wanted to get the video up whilst I still figure out how to do that, because, you know, YouTube is likely to change it all in the blink of an eye, and then it'll take me ages to figure out again. Okay, so this is using more of the peach, some of that peach fabric, and I've interlaid it with white lace fabric as well. So I've done, this is the first time I've done this particular flower, and goodness knows what I was doing. I don't really know what I was doing. I just cut circles, I alternated circles of the peach lace fabric, vintage fabric, with circles of the white, and that's all the way through, and I just graduated the sizes smaller and smaller, and then I put a vintage doily, little vintage doily that I cut out of a bigger one, that's sitting there, and then over top of that again some small pieces of graduating peach lace and white lace fabric, and then right in the middle of it there's this gorgeous peach organza and satin rose that I got off eBay, just beautiful. In my album I actually tea stained them to give them a vintage look, but I've left this one because it fitted, just suited very nicely. And then I've just put some little tails, a couple of tails of lace, the white fabric lace, and some organza with little pearls at the bottom. So that, it's a nice flat, it's still got dimension to it, but it's a nice flat, although it's got quite a lot of layers of lace, it's quite flat. I just thought I'd do that one, just because I don't have a lot of time to actually experiment with different kinds of flowers. I'm hoping to be able to do that. And this is just a little, quite a plain little flower this, but it's quite pretty at the same time. The fabric I used on this one is it's a 1950s vintage or 1960s vintage flocked Swiss, what do they call it? Swiss dotted muslin, I think they call it, something like that. And I put another little flower in the middle, which I sort of cut some bits off the backing and glued it down again. That's in sort of a creamy colour. So that's the 5 flowers for Christine. That's what we decided on, 5 flowers and 5 stick pins. Yeah, so that's them. Sorry for any glare or any noise, my husband's out mowing the lawns. Okay, the stick pins. And I made a little holder for these out of the same dog biscuit box. Tell you what, those dog biscuits, the dogs love them, and their boxes come in very handy for things like this. This is the first stick pin holder I've ever made. I had seen something similar. I saw Amanda from Scrimping Mama do one with a empty cassette tape box, but I couldn't find any cassette tape boxes, so I just made my own, and hopefully it's come out alright, so that at least it'll be well travelled. And these are the stick pins I've made. There's some just various various colours there for Christine to use. So that's them. I just decorated this with a paper doily and let's shove those back in. That should prevent them from getting damaged anyway. Paper doily and some of this nice this nice lace. Okay, so that's for Christine's swap, and I will be popping some other little bits and pieces in with that swap. So, and that will get posted off hopefully next week. And now I'm just going to show you, sorry I'm reaching across the camera, I'll just go in here, just going to show you a couple of little projects, really small projects I've been working on, because it's been so hot here. We've just had a heat wave and it's been so blazing hot that it's been unbearable to work in my craft room, apart from very early morning. And very early morning I don't like to desert the dogs, you know, that I think they need the company, so I sit with them instead and do things with them. By the time I get into my craft room on my days off, it's usually blazing hot, so I just haven't been able to work in here. So this was just a little dish of some kind. It's metal. Picked it up from an op shop. It was a nice shape. I purposefully didn't paint the back because I tend to like to leave the back, which you can't see, but just so that, you know, the original bit of it can be seen and can be recognised. So this was a nice little dish, and I think I picked it up for about $1 or something. And I've just turned that into a little wall hanging. So just put a little organza thing on it. Little image here which I Mod Podged over of a Victorian mum and daughter. I just put a small lace frill in very pale shell pink around here. And then I put some, these are entire pearls, not flatbacks, and they're very pale shell pink. So I put, to balance it out, because I put 3 roses here and only 2 here, I balanced it out by putting just 3 pearls here and 5 over here. And I'm one of these people that likes to have things balanced. There's just some little pearl tails here. The pink flowers are Wild Orchid Craft. These ones are just local ones I bought, and they're really pretty. They're really cheap, but they've got lovely sort of frosted sparkle on them. So I'm going to get some more of those. There's a little bit of bling down here, a little bling button, which is a proper metal heavy button that I got locally. And they're always quite pricey, those little metal buttons, especially here in New Zealand. These are just 2 bits here that I took them off a scarf that I bought last week in an op shop. There's a whole pile of them on the scarf, so I've painstakingly been removing them. This is just a little applique that I took off another lace piece. So that's, yeah, and I gessoed that and then painted over it with antique white, which is a cream actually. I don't know why they just don't call it cream, but no, antique white. So that's that. And that will either sort of go as a little gift for somebody, or will stay with me on a wall somewhere. Okay, next, as I said, this is all bits and pieces, this video. I got a parcel here, and this is something I bought from Lilian, who is Mystical Touch, and she lives in New Zealand with me, well, with me in New Zealand, but not with me. And she lives in Tauranga, which is about a 4-hour drive from where I live, maybe 5. And that's her, Mystical Touch. And that's Lilian and Kylie. Kylie is her daughter, and Lilian and Kylie craft together quite a bit, which is lovely. And she just says, "Hi Doris, enjoy and thanks for your support, Lilian." Yeah, Lilian does these beautiful crochet flowers, and I saw them on one of her videos that she did, and I just had to order one of these crochet sets, and I'm sure at some point I'll be getting some more, because the video actually did not show how beautiful these are. Beautifully packaged, and honestly I almost believe she's been using the same dog biscuit box that I'd used, because it's very similar at the back, but maybe all those boxes are different. And the front, she's just put this lovely, she's antiqued it up, and she's it's got this, it's like out of a book, page of a book. I haven't opened this yet because I don't want to disturb it. There's 2 little hearts here, or maybe more, another little small flower there, and this beautiful crochet flower that she's done with 2 layers, and a nice centre, and then there's this beautiful peach, because I asked her for peach tone, this beautiful peach lace all around there, and then there's these lovely pearl sprays. And looking at them, I think she might have been clever enough to do those herself. Yeah, I think she might have been actually. Well, you'll have to tell us, Lilian, in the comment box below. And there's another elongated pearl there. So it's just really, really, really pretty. And they're going to be used on a very special project because they're just lovely. Okay. Now, I had a prize winning from Carole, and that's Mademoiselle Asphodel. Carole lives in America, and this was before Christmas. The prize winning was actually $25, but Carole very generously put it up to 30. That's 30 US dollars. So I was able to, which was lovely. I didn't ask her to do that. She thought she'd just taken had been a bit delayed because of things that had been happening. Her house had been burgled, and in fact, I think her house had been burgled twice, which would be horrible. And yeah, it was lovely. She put it up to from $25 to $30, which was just fabulous. So I had a nice time spending on eBay and spending on Etsy. So yeah, these are the Zibbet. Now these are some things I got just arrived from Lele Lineca, and she's in Norway, and she's got a Zibbet shop, Shabbylicious. So these are little doodad flowers, little pearl ones, and beautiful lace. I've been dying to have some of this dangly lace. I think projects that I see these beautiful laces on are just absolutely gorgeous. So I really had to get that. And Lele recently had a birthday sale. I think there was 15% off the things that that were showing in her shop. So I rushed over and got some. And it didn't take that long to get here from Norway, maybe a couple of weeks. That's really pretty. It's a very pretty peachy pink colour. And Irene, who's seriously scrapping on YouTube in Australia, she actually got me into looking at peach because she loves peach colours. And I mainly worked with proper pinks, but in actual fact now I'm totally in love with these peach colours. I used to think peach colours were sort of like for the 1970s, because everybody used peach then in their homes. So I never really liked it very much, but now these are some flowers that I got from Lele's shop. I got a set of 3 of those. They'd be nice on projects. And there's a little tiny doodads and a thing. I've got a feeling, I don't think I ordered these. I think Lele must have popped those in. I don't recollect ordering those. Tiny. I may have ordered them, I don't know, but I don't think I did. Got very pretty acrylic flower there. These are some metal pieces. That was from Lele's shop as well. And I did get some stuff from eBay, but I've actually used it in my album. So I'm sorry about that, Carole, if you're watching. But I really, really did enjoy, these are sort of metal flowers, which is going to be great because you can put a Wild Orchid Craft rose in there, or, anything really. It's going to look fabulous. You can paint them. They're going to be fabulous. So that's that. I'll pop all those over there. That's all that stuff from Shabbylicious. Oh, there's some more here, sorry. Little corners. Lele's got a lot of great stuff in her shop. If you just pop on over and have a look. And these evidently can be bent. I'm not going to bend them because I'm not that brave. I like them straight. But, they can be painted. I might bend one, you never know. I've seen people bend them and do things with them on projects. Okay. Right, I think this will probably be the last thing I do because I'll make the video too long. I picked up this bag at an op shop or thrift shop, charity shop. It was actually a Body Shop bag, which is, all those lovely smelly perfumey things. I don't think it's ever been used because doesn't smell nice. It didn't smell bad either. It just, didn't smell anything different. So I think it's something that's been bought for somebody and never used or never given. Because it had the actual Body Shop ticket on it, which I took off. So it's kind of like, it's almost like the fabric you use for pot scourers. Those things that they're sort of bunched up and they're silver or gold, and you scour out your pots with when you're cleaning them. It's almost, that's what it feels like, almost something like that. Not quite so harsh, but very similar. Like, a bit like chainmail. So it's got drawstrings, so that's what I actually did with it. Sorry, it's swinging around there. This is some lace. I put a doily, a vintage doily back here. Lovely Prima flower. There's the lace I doubled over and bought right back here. That was from Irene, Seriously Scrapping. Cameo. This is some pearls. They're actually Christmas tree pearls, which I just cut off a string and popped in there. This is off eBay. Lovely double flowers. And this is a trim that I got from an Etsy shop. It could be piece by piece. I'll do some shopping from them. These are these little metal bits I took off the scarf again that I bought. This is beetroot stained flower off a little placemat that I fussy cut out. And this is a nice little rose. I got pink and lemon from one of those $2 shops. So that well was going and popping in and seeing. You find some good things there sometimes. This was off a wedding scarf. A wedding headdress, and it's sort of it's chiffon, it's with pearls. It's pale lemon. The pearls broke on this one, so I just popped in my own flat back pearl centre. And there's half a vintage doily I popped in under that one. So that's that. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, and Prima leaf up here, but I'm sure I'll do something. Or that might end up going as a gift to somebody. You never know. Yeah, see, I've got a whole pile of these things off the headdress. Just unpick them. Always good to do things like that. Makes you feel so clever. Okay, everybody. Oh, look. Now, just before I go. Sorry. These are off. These are from a not shop. Just stuff I picked up. I got this nice bottle. I'm going to be doing something with that. I don't want to really cover up all these things, so I'm probably going to pick up those tones and use them to decorate it, embellish it. And this I bought with one of my daughter-in-laws on my 2011 trip to America, and I've used it in the bathroom because it's a soap dispenser. It needs a better wash than what I gave it. Just comes off there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but it broke. The dispenser stopped working, the top bit. And I said to my husband, do not chuck that out, because I'm having that for doing something with. So who knows? Who knows what I will do with that, because I don't even know. Okay, well, I'm going to go now. Enough idle chit chat, and I'll see you guys all later. Take care. God bless. Bye.